Welcome back to another Linton Live. I've got Jeff back with us, and Jeff, we're going to talk about doors. What should we be thinking about when selecting a door today?
Usually if it's a front door, the first thing I do is I look at the house and I'll look at the style of the house. I've sold enough doors that I know what goes best with what styles.
Yeah, I can put the modern with the contemporary, with the
That's right.
with the traditional. Yeah.
Yeah. So right away I get a feel for it. I'll also look at the colors on the house. So that way when I'm approaching the customer, I can say, hey, I would recommend this or that, right? But normally, yeah, like you want to look at your home, and depending on the style of the house, whether you want to go with more of a modern kind of look, that's more of that kind of maybe 70s ranch style. Even a nice new modern build is something like the contemporary. We have a lot of retro looking doors. So again, same thing. A lot of people will put a more retro kind of fitting door into probably like a 70s or 80s house. For the most part, we're selling like a 3/4 length glass. That's your more traditional look. And with that, we have, probably about 50 or 60 different options of glass.
Two questions. One, is it me or doors, they feel like they're getting larger?
I mean, in the past, it was always a 32 or a 34 or 36. And now we're eliminating a lot of side lights and we're using a 42-inch panel. And a lot of people kind of fear like, wow, that's a really big door, but it's not really when you think about it.
And also, main door when you're coming into the home, one door or then two doors that open up, which is great for moving things. I love that.
Yeah. So it all depends obviously on size. Some people will say, hey, I really want double doors. Well, it doesn't work for everybody.
Right, in the house, obviously. You can't always have what you want.
That's
just
right.
With structure.
But the advantage is we do have side lights that can be hinged and they can swing open as well. So for the most part, you'll get 48 inches of opening space.
Okay, so then talk to me about color. Like, I like this door. Maybe I love red, but maybe somebody else doesn't love red. Can I get that door in a different color, or is that it?
No, we have probably 30 to 40 different colors to choose from. Plus, we can do custom colors. So if somebody comes to us and they went to the local paint store, brought me in hot pink paint, we can do that.
Amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
So we can do anything on any door. I always tell people too, like when it comes to like a red door, for instance.
I love it. I want a statement piece. Yeah.
I love it too, and I love the yellow.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody.
Right.
And I always say, like, are you planning on staying here for a while? Are you looking to sell the house? Because if you're looking to sell the house, maybe not everybody's looking for a red door.
Jeff knows the questions to ask. You got to ask the right questions, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So for the most part, I mean, a black is always going to be our number one seller.
Yeah.
Standard whites. But yeah, there's a lot of earth tone colors as well.
And the upkeep of woods. So let's say I take a modern door like this, different types of woods, how do I care for it, maintenance?
So this one here, for instance, okay, so it's actually a stained door, and it's actual real stain on here. So it does take a little bit of maintenance. But with this, it's a fiberglass panel, and it has a mahogany wood grain to it. So you get that nice wood look. Right, and again with this one over here, this is an oak grain, and we have 7 or 8 different stains to choose from. So some people want that wood look. Now with fiberglass, for instance, when you get into paying a little more money for the fiberglass and the stain and wood grain, you're not going to want to drag groceries or a hockey bag through there and have it dent in a day or two, right? So I always recommend fiberglass.
It's worth that extra
for sure.
Piece. Yeah, well, peace of mind too, right? And then because kids and pets and life and everything happens, and you don't want to have to at the end of the day go, oh, yeah,
That's
I gotta
right.
call Jeff.
If I pull up to a house and I see all the hockey puck
you already know the answer. You already know.
In the garage, we're talking fiberglass.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. Okay, so Jeff is your man, or you've got an amazing sales department here of people that go, and walk me through the process. You go out into the site, take a look, like a site inspection, and then what?
Well, for doors, it's you can't just give a price over the phone. Somebody can say, hey, I have a 34-inch door. Well, it all depends whether it's full height, whether there's a cut down. We look at the depth of the jambs. There's a lot of things to consider. So we do need to come out and get a measure. And for the most part, we can be in and out in 10, 15 minutes for a door. A lot of times I show up and somebody already has something picked out on Pinterest. Great. I can basically build any door you want. Sometimes people have no idea. So then you'd want to go through the catalog with them or invite them into the showroom where we have hundreds of door panels.
So you're good for both right brain or left brain. You've got the people that are very creative, that do the research, do the homework. Maybe that's you, or maybe you're just not sure and you want Jeff to do the homework for you.
Yeah, well, I love
the team. Yeah,
I love it. One thing I love about this job is helping people like design a front door. And just so that when I drive by, even 2-3 years from now, I go,
Yeah.
I helped design that door.
I have to say, to me, a door says so much about your home and your personality. Like it just,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
much
for sure.
care and love you put into it. Like it's that finishing touch.
Yep. One of the questions I always ask my customers is, do you want your door just to blend in with the house, or do you want your door to pop and say, hey, welcome to my home? Right? So that goes a long way into what color you're going to choose or what glass, all that kind of thing. So.
Oh, I love it. Okay, thank you, Jeff. Maybe you'll be welcoming Jeff to your home very soon. Hey, thanks for tuning in for another Linton Live.